This is from Gail, and it is called Retrospective Ghost Encounter on the Queen Mary. Hello, all. My daughter is an aficionado of all things paranormal. So for her birthday last week, we went to the Queen Mary. We got a room for just one night and 2 tickets for their paranormal encounters tour. I didn't go on the tour because it was 2 hours long and it sounded exhausting to me. So she invited a good friend to go with her. Before they left on their adventure, I joked that I would probably be the one to see a ghost, since they would be in the middle of a herd of noisy ghost hunters taking pictures of everything and scaring off the ghost, while I would be sitting in a haunted stateroom all alone. Anyway, I spent most of the time watching reruns of The Office, but at some point, I decided that I should take pictures of the view from our windows, which are actually just portholes. I don't know why, but for some reason, I only took 2 pictures of the harbor and nothing else. When my daughter and her friend returned, they told me about the tour, where they had heard some great stories about the ship's fabled history and its ghostly residents. Sadly, however, they didn't see any ghosts. I told them that I hadn't either. We spent the rest of the evening listening to spooky podcasts, and the next morning, we revisited some of the places they had seen on the tour before heading home. We had a great time, despite the apparent absence of ghosts. 5 days later, when I was downloading a picture my brother had sent me, I opened my photos for the first time since the birthday trip, and I noticed that one of the pictures I took on the ship had been taken in cinematic mode, which takes a 1-second video with sound. I don't remember ever using that mode before. I clicked on the arrow to start it and was shocked to hear a voice whisper the word, Daisy. At first, I wondered if I had been whispering to myself for some reason, but I knew I hadn't. There was no one else in the room at the time, and the TV was off. There is no earthly explanation for this that I can think of. I'll send you the clip so you can hear it for yourself. Thank you for reading this, and I hope to hear you read it back someday.
Well, this clip we have, I'm going to hit play and listen loudly. It does sound like Daisy.
Oh, yeah. It does sound like Daisy. I'm going to play it again, too. Yeah, it definitely, I had to go back and be like, was her name Daisy? And then I remembered, no, it's Gail. So who's Daisy?
That's a great question. That the Queen Mary is, if I'm recalling correctly, we've had a couple of stories about it. I think Haley from Inhuman, when she was on Freaky Friday, her mom got married there. Her parents got married there. But then also Emma and Christine, I believe that's where they were when they investigated right after Zach Bagans and all the ghosts were really mad at, just in generally, just like mad. And they had to be like, we don't know that guy. But I think it was on the Queen Mary because we got to go there. I'd really like to go on board, especially now that we got Gail capturing some evidence.
Where is it?
I believe it's in California.
Okay. Not where I thought. Well, we have some sort of something, some kind of auditory something that was captured. It does sound very much like a name, not just like a
Daisy.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a hard, it's not just like, which could be static or something, but I don't know.
It's not like a Bagans where it's like, and they're like, he said, Zach, come here. You can hear it. And it's like, and he's like, listen again, how clearly you can hear my full name. It says Zachary Michael Bagans right there.
Is that really his middle name?
No, I just made it up. I don't know.
What if it is, like it would be? I'm Googling it.
You got to look it up.
What if you got it?
What if I guessed it? I just know. The Queen Mary is in Long Beach. I also Googled that. But
okay, cool.
This auditory pickup thing is a lot more legit than I've heard in pretty much anything on Ghost Adventures.
No, for sure. Yes. Okay. Sorry. It is not Michael.
Reginald.
No.
Timothy?
No, but you're in. It's the same vibe.
Farnsworth.
Zachary Farnsworth Bagans. Alexander.
Okay. There you go.
But it's still the...
I'm surprised. I gotta say,
vein.
Given his appearance and attitude, I'm shocked he goes by Zach and not Xander.
Oh, shit.
He seems like a Xander type.
He does seem like a Xander type, yeah. Well,
man.
What I would do, Gail, is start doing some research about a possible person named Daisy on the Queen Mary and see where that might get you, or maybe even ask someone that works there. They love talking about all that, the people that work on those places.
For sure. And send it to them. They might want to, add it on the ghost tour, like tell visitors about it. So I love that when you capture something that's like otherwise inexplicable, insofar as like the television was off, you were in the room alone, Ghost Guild style, where you got to rule everything out.
You got to rule everything out. And then you're like, well, I don't know. It could be something. It could be nothing, but I can't say that it isn't something. I mean, there was some noise there.
That's the thing with any of this paranormality.
And we don't know. What if her daughter's name is Daisy? I feel like she would have said that. Yeah, I feel like she would have included that. Which is the name of
my daughter.
If that wasn't included, Gail, you really buried the lead.
Yeah. It was somebody trying to look for Daisy. Your daughter be like, hey, come hang out, Daisy. And you're like, she's on the paranormal tour. She's not in here.
They're like, I know, we never go on those because you're right. Everybody's loud and taking pictures. We want to watch The Office too.
Yeah, hanging out in your room alone in a haunted ship is definitely a way to get an encounter.
That's what you'll be doing in the afterlife.
Yeah, dude, just
chill and be like, reruns of The Office season 4.
Turn it back on. Turn The Office back on. Turn the TV back on. I was watching that.
Same though.
For real. I'm just trying to kick back in the afterlife on a ship.
I can't imagine that my afterlife is much different than my now life. And then I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to chill.
Let's roll. Let's roll with it.
I'd be a very chill ghost to have haunt you because just like, I mean, occasionally you would hear God damn it, coming from the other room in a ghostly whisper.
They're like, that is, you know what? I have the best ghost because all my pictures end up so straight. Like if they're ever askew, they just get completely, the couch gets realigned to exactly where it should be. And just every once in a while I hear a God damn it, but it's fine. It's only, whenever I think the ghost trips on something.
I put paint samples up in my kitchen because I wasn't sure. And then the next day I came in and they'd all fallen down but one. And I was like, that is the one that I should choose. See,
yeah, you're gonna be the best ghost.
Yeah, I'm like I'm a helper. Look for the helpers.
Yeah, it's like on Beetlejuice when they're like trying to redesign it, and Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis are like, "Don't paint it that color. Come on." It's like we can coexist here. We just have to make some compromises on the interior. So I look forward to maybe I can get a ghost like as helpful as you someday.
We'll haunt together. So
that's true. We can help others.
We'll be like one of those HGTV shows, but in the afterlife, where we go around and just help people with stuff. And
it's called Scream or Scram. And if you you either scream because you love it or you scram because you leave and you hate it, that's okay. We'll get a new contestant next week. No
there's
worries.
Always Scream or Scram on Scream or Scram. Gosh, we got it. That and I'll give you
$50,000.
I'll give you $50,000.
Yeah, I'll give you $50,000.
We
got a whole lineup. Where are the television producers? We will find them. Well, thank you, Gail. And we'll make it to Long Beach and hit that Queen Mary someday.